Look at my Star Trek toys! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Look at My Star Trek Toys. Today, we are unboxing something that Mike knows about, but I don't. I'm excited because when Mike decides to go and get himself something, he has to call his financial advisor. So who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be fun. We're going to share it all with you here on the YouTubes. Mike, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, Keith. Always glad to be with you. I've been teasing, but I've got 3 episodes, including this one, that are extra special because they are sort of Keith and Mike entertainment crossovers. Now,
Ooh.
I'm sort of staggering them in appearance of specialness and probably deeper cuts. This one I think will appeal to most folks. The other 2 are going to get kind of deep. But the other 2 I also have employed some friends, and I also took on some fun little crafting of my own. So that's a tease for coming weeks.
I mean, the show is entirely upside down because the operative my in Look at My Star Trek Toys used to be me.
I know.
But now, I mean, it's now mostly Mike, and apparently it might not all be Star Trek. I don't know.
Star Trek adjacent. You know what? I don't want to spoil too much, Keith, but we're going to start today.
Okay.
All right. You don't know this, but our intro was hijacked because we do another couple of podcasts on our channel, one of them being watching Deep Space Nine, which most people are probably familiar with because your feed is inundated with it. But we also watch a little show called Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Keith.
Yes,
it's another
new show.
So, in the past few weeks, we've opened some Exo-6s.
Yes.
And someone said, be careful because you're going to fall in love. And, when you're surfing the aftermarket, it gets pretty pricey, like your Ben Cisco's and your Quarks. I mean, you're up over $500-$600. But
Oof.
I started following and engaging a little bit with the creator of Exo, who has not really confirmed that he wants to be said anything online. So I'm not going to even mention his name, but you can, of course, awesome people releasing all kinds of prototypes. They were just in Vegas, all kinds of cool stuff. They did a shadow drop announcement of a figure that was released on their website. I got in at the actual at cost, Keith.
Oh, wow. I'm excited.
Because I
process of elimination. This is going to be a Strange New Worlds figure.
Which could go a lot of different ways. Now, I'm going to tell you, there was a character, all right? Mm-hmm. Some people did not particularly appreciate the radical sort of take on this character.
Oh, okay.
So, Keith, most people didn't love Hormone Spock, but I loved everything about it, if you'll recall, those who've watched the show, if you haven't. And
to be fair, I didn't like it because I'm in love with Chapel.
Okay, well, it's just fair. So whilst everybody has their opinions, I loved it. I thought it was a cool portrayal. I thought it was a cool take on the character. I'm not married to a specific Spock. All right? We had some fun hijinks where we did a body swap.
We sure did, yeah.
Very moody. He's got some sexy time going on, which I guess is not something we're used to seeing.
Well, that's not true. Spock has and will always be sexy. However, sexy in usually a different way than Ethan Peck's sexy. Ethan Peck's.
I definitely want to get Captain Pike also. I'm never buying anything at house. You're right.
It's like literally, it's like, oh, we're looking at listings, we can't afford anything. And I'm like, well, I can guess why. But this, oh my God, look how cool.
Keith, I thought it was time. We got a gifted Exo-6. I got an estate sale Exo-6, and I thought it was time. I ponied up,
and I
did it.
I've so thoroughly ruined you.
Oh, wait till this. At least I purchased this. Wait till you see what I've done. Oh, so many teases.
I mean, and we're not teasing the audience. We're teasing me. That's not fair.
Nobody's watching this. Audience.
There is no audience.
All right. Okay.
Wow.
Lieutenant Spock.
Holy moly.
Okay, so we've learned some things since we've opened some of these Exo-6s, right?
Yes.
I learned where the stands are supposed to go. I learned that it is an L car and that the bases are interchangeable, which is very cool. So let's go ahead and reveal it. Oh, he's all
Wow.
okay. That's not very informative. Oh,
Well,
let's look at the box.
Look at the box. It's on the box.
I mean, they go for it. That's a cool.
Yeah. Oh man, look at that.
I imagine they're going to do all right now. I think it's just Pike and Spock is all I've seen. And here's what we're about to
it's
get
only
into.
a matter of time. All right, so lots of hands. Ooh, look at that big old phaser.
Oh yeah,
He's got a tricorder. He's got a communicator.
Got a little belt for his tricorder too.
He's got he's type 1 and type 2 phaser. Oh, does the phaser actually lock together? Oh, that's cool.
Okay, we're gonna see, buddy. Okay.
All right.
Save these boxes because they're so pretty. I think eventually I'm gonna put them in little frames. I think.
Oh, you definitely have to keep the boxes. I mean, you're now like firmly in the collector area here, so you must keep the box. It's a travesty that we're even opening it, but
yeah, you know
we're opening it.
Yeah. In fact, I did rebox up Janeway, because or not Janeway. Yeah, right. Kate Mulgrew.
Janeway.
Yeah. She's coming your way.
Yeah. Oh.
Remember when I promised you I put her in the mail? I didn't.
Oh, I know. I know. I didn't even expect it.
Keith's been outside for.
I've been waiting by the mailbox. Eee!
All right, so
I would be, except that I know you, and of course, there's all the credits. Now, of course, that was not Frank's intention. Frank's intention was to send you Janeway
so that we watch Voyager.
You to do Voyager. But all right, this is the moment. In order to fulfill Frank's wishes, if you're gonna send the Janeway figure to me in 6 to 8 years, you have to commit to doing Voyager.
Okay, how about this? If Frank sends me the other one he was thinking about, if Frank does have a quark, if Frank wants to send that quark my way,
no, Frank doesn't need to send anything else.
Yes, I'll do Voyager. I'll surely do Voyager.
There you go.
It just means I can't read anything ever again. Okay, so
ever again. You must become functionally illiterate at this point.
Well,
already halfway there.
All right. So first thing I've learned is that using my iPhone is just the better call.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right. So let's look at the bebobs and doodads.
The bebops?
Bebops and rocksteadies.
Wow. Okay, so that's the old-timey tricorder. Let me guess, it opens up. Of course it's going to open up.
I don't think it
somehow.
does. Oh, you're right. It sure does.
Of course it does. It's an Exo-6. Wow. That's really cool. Look at the detail on that. Wow. Yep, hats off.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Did you tell the guy who does Exo-6 to watch this? You should tell him to watch our...
Yes, and he's very excited that we're doing the show. He's very happy.
No kidding.
I
That's
think
cool.
this must have been magneted on.
Or is it... Well, it's got the little dots. Does that... Oh, no. Oh, no, because that doesn't go on the belt. That goes with the tricorder. It might fit inside the tricorder.
Oh, boy. Okay, we'll get to that.
Okay. Because that's the little extra goober thing that they wave over stuff.
Here's a holster. Which is like, if that's not real leather, it's short. No, it's plastic that is distressed to look like leather, but sure works.
Wow. I mean, like that level of detail to distress the plastic, that small to look like leather. That is a cool ass looking gun. Have we seen them use it on the series? Probably.
Yes, I think when they were going after the Gorn.
After the Gorn, that's probably Gordon Protocol, but that is a really cool looking. Look at the detail in the paint, and like in the little like vent in the center there, you have that little bit of color popping out from the other side. That's extraordinary work. That's pretty badass.
Whoa!
Oh god, gun down.
Oh wow! Speaking of, this just looks so real.
So there's the phaser. Now, I think from the picture, the top part of it comes off to become the small hand phaser. Is it a magnet?
It is.
Go to hell. That's just too cool. All right. That's ridiculous. I think it's backwards now.
Yeah, but Hey, if I'm nothing if not backwards holding my
It
phasers.
magnets in. Holy moly, that's cool.
Great googly moogly, as they used to say. Keith.
Great googly moogly. All right.
Now, of course, we've seen one of these before, but you
Right.
would imagine that it beep beep make the sound, Keith.
Oh, yeah.
That was terrible. Oh my god! What?
Oh my god! Wow. Look at that. I mean, that's almost as detailed as the full
Playmates.
size one.
Okay, and we got some hands. So I discovered as I was replacing my Kira, I was like, wow, the hands actually are necessary because you really can make a. Oh wow! Oh, you know what we're doing. You ready for it?
Oh well, of course you've got to do the Vulcan.
If only we could
Vulcan
have a
salute.
giant radioactive glove like the Playmates 2020.
Well, look, when we do Wrath of Khan, which we need to schedule, maybe next week. Can we do Wrath of Khan next
I think
week?
we could probably do that. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Friday after the convention's done.
We'll be celebrating, Keith.
Hopefully.
All right.
Production meeting on air. Oh my God! Get that! Look at that. That is an extraordinary sculpt. That is so clearly Ethan Peck. Wow. Look at that hair sculpt. It's even got the fade in there.
Yeah, you know,
Now, I'm
JD
kind of
had
freezing
mentioned.
up a little bit. Your feed is? Is that happening on your end as well?
No, we're good. We're good over here.
Okay, good.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, JD had mentioned in a random YouTube comment that the hair looked a little funny online, but in person,
I think it looks,
it looks great.
it's very impressive to go from like the sculpting of the strands into the fade a little bit. And of course, we have the Vulcan ears.
And the costume, too, is very cool. Definitely ripped.
Yeah.
It's ripped up.
Well, of course. I mean, but unlike most of the other figures, that is accurate to Ethan Peck.
Yeah.
That dude is shredded.
And I
Whatever he
love that
eats.
we mentioned when we were watching the show, Keith, we love the texturing on the costume.
Yeah.
And it's there.
What's the mouthfeel on that? Is it like rubbery or is it?
Yes, rubbery. It even smells rubbery.
Wow. And of course, it's an Exo-6, so it has 10 trillion points of articulation. I mean, that face, I bet you could unlock his iPhone with that, with that face.
Dude, the boots even.
Ooh, the detail on the bottom. I don't think we've ever seen the bottom of their shoes,
No,
but
Kira's
I would not be
boots-
surprised if those are not screen accurate. I bet they are.
Oh, they must be, right?
Boots, great articulation, good ankle articulation.
Okay, let's see what else we got going here, my friend.
Wow, that's a great figure.
That's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna. Okay, we've
What
got
are they
a
going to do,
different-
Mike?
Well, they're gonna walk all over you, Keith.
Oh, okay, I was wondering. Leave us in suspense.
I have a whole other case that's been just sitting in a box waiting to put him in.
Oh, yeah. I have to order some of those. I don't even have myself in a case, and I really should.
All right, now they say this go in the crotch, which means I guess they go like this. I've been told. I thought it was one around the waist, but I guess it's no. There's no way.
Excuse me,
that's
sir.
correct.
Oh,
way.
well, I mean, sure. It's probably, it's less intrusive to the eye, much more intrusive to the figure.
No, that's not right. Maybe. I liked the way I was doing it around the waist.
Well, look, you can do it however you want to. We are not a show that tells you how and when you should do it. You do it as long as it's consensual, you do it however you want to.
I mean, this feels just. It feels like somebody's getting in somebody's business. Although
right
you
up
know
in
what?
the. See? It's supposed to go on either side of the Ethan Pecker.
All right, folks, join us next week. All right, Spock, let's make some decisions here.
All right.
Let's make some decisions about how we want him to be displayed here. So
All right.
I'm gonna lose.
We have a
these-
lot of hand decisions.
Mhm, I'm gonna lose these hands
Right.
because I feel like for sure
He's got to be Vulcan saluting, yeah?
He's going to Vulcan salute. That's the right hand, right? Obviously.
Right.
All right, let's Vulcan
Correct.
salute, buddy.
All right. The hands always make me nervous when you have alternate hands. Right. That's a little high. Hello! Salute! There you go.
All right. I like it.
I mean, boy, that's actually where you can really show off the articulation, because you literally can have put his arm in all of those other... Pretty much anything a regular arm can do, that arm can do. That's amazing.
And then on the left side, I think he should... Do you think we want him phaser ready or giant...
Look, I think it should be... No, I think it should be the regular phaser. I think it should be carrot or the stick, right? You can have the salute or you can have the phaser.
Can
You
he
make the
phaser?
choice.
Can he phaser left hand or maybe communicator? Let's see. Let's place him down.
Well, I mean, that would be more appropriate, but depends on like how much action do you want on your shelf there?
Well, let's see. This definitely could hold phasey.
Right.
So he'd be like, he's giving you peace in one hand and the other hand less peace.
Yeah, see,
Does feel appropriate for this Spock. You know what I mean? He's a little hot, he's a little cold.
Little hot, little cold, little horny. That's basically this Spock.
All
right, great.
Well, his hand came off, Keith. His hand is off.
That's not good news.
I got to wiggle it just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well,
wiggle it. Just all right. There's a lot of threats happening here.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's using both Vulcan and cowboy diplomacy.
All right, we're gonna
remember from Star Trek 5?
I don't remember much from Star Trek 5, Keith. He might be shocked to learn.
Oh, hey, Tux.
He's like, I want in. Oh yeah,
Tux,
you just put it up right up in the grabber, right up in the Pecker. You're absolutely
right up in the business. Yeah, see.
All right, come here. I gotta stop being so gentle.
Tux, you cannot eat,
Please
and
don't.
those are very expensive. Don't eat any hands.
I put it on backwards, Keith. You wouldn't be surprised. It's my cat just directly in the shot.
Oh yeah, it's really cute.
Okay, now let me just get him into a position where. All right, let's pecker him. Let's pecker him. All right, there, he's peckered. I gotta stop saying that.
I already regret ever saying it.
I also just don't feel like that's right. But it might be.
I mean it from this angle here, which is basically only all we see is that bathing suit area. It does look less intrusive. Yeah, see, I think it's less intrusive than any other place. That weirdly, I think, is the correct place to do this.
All right, there he is.
That's cool. Look at that. I mean, but you got in. You got it retail.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. This is pretty cool.
That's an amazing figure. Oh, here's Tux is also very excited about it.
Okay.
You can't have the silica. That's not good for you.
I think this is his most starring role he's had.
I mean, he's usually just barely off camera, but I mean, I feel like this has got to be if you can get Peck in focus, then this is our slate. There we go. You do get a good size or a good sense of the scale. Thanks, Tux.
Yeah, man, really, really well done, buddy.
Tux is a loaf now. Captain,
the domesticated felines on this planet are large.
Large. Seem friendly.
Chapel's not the only... Wait a second, Mike. This is a family-friendly show.
Oh, good Lord.
All right, Keith. Well,
that's
this
really
is
cute,
it. This is our latest Exo-6. How do we feel?
I feel envious, but also impressed. It's really, really good. And I think we're like maybe one more figure away for an intervention for Mike.
I think the next two you'll see, you'll notice that I've I've employed other means other than financial. Although no, that's not true. It did cost some
What
money.
is that? Oh, that's so cute.
I called in a favor that I'm not. You'll see. I'm excited
Okay,
about.
I
I'm
mean-
excited with the next couple things.
You keep teasing me. You keep teasing
Now,
me.
I want to point out another thing about Exo-6 that I just read today, which is cool. Is now we've noticed on the packaging
that they have credits of the people who do the work as they should.
but also they protect the corners with these cool little plastic caps.
Oh.
Okay. But I just read online today that they've done their market research and they've heard from customers that the plastic waste that these create is not worth the protection that they deliver. So they'll be phasing these out, which I think is also kind of a cool nod to their
Listening to responses to the people.
yeah,
what
just
they're
like,
doing.
just caring about the world a little bit, which we appreciate.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. I mean, they obviously are a company that gives a crap about what they're doing, and I mean, the work that they do is extraordinary. So, really cool, and kind of by the figures by which all others will be judged by at this point, right? I mean, like they're.
Yeah, I mean they announced some others. God, they drop off the top of my head right now that I've looked into. But as far as like having the Trek line, I mean, I think this is it's tough, man, and it's a pretty lean machine when you kind of look on their Facebook and their about page on their website. They have a cool group of artists, but it is not a huge operation. So they're
They don't work at such high volume. I
Right.
mean, do you know how many they make of each figure?
I do not
Roughly?
I do not, but. Not
a lot.
The figures go they retail for sub $400 generally. The aftermarket, the secondary market goes a little nuts with them, but I think their pricing is really fair. And if you keep your eye on the website, you can get a drop and a pre-order, and you can turn it. You can, So I couldn't get a Pike, but I got a Peck.
Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, fantastic. Well, folks, thank you so much for watching another episode of Look at My Star Trek Toys. You can support us and help us collect more of these figures. Although this is all out of our personal money at this point, but you can help us at patreon.com/K&M. Get some fun bonus content, including watching Wrath of Khan with us live. So we've only been teasing that for about 6 months.
This is the time now. It all makes sense.
I think this is the time. So I'm very excited to do it. We really enjoy doing the show, and we really enjoy hearing from you about your experience watching the show. And it's been really great to hear from some new folks who enjoy our little nonsense here. So we will see you back here next week with another episode of Look at My Star Trek Toys!